Court, please, Your Worship. Statement prepared by Temba Yona Mkhulisi, state under oath in English. I am an adult African male employed by the South African Police Service, holding a rank of constable with parcel number. Request not to read same into record, Your Worship. I am attached to Mpumalanga Provincial Detectives under Murder and Robbery Investigation Unit with telephone number 017-631-8365 with 10 years experience in the service. I am the investigating officer of Putative Case 58 of 1, 2025, being 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder, which occurred on the 9th of January 2025 and at Onye Divet Street in Putative, Mkhondo, town at about 1500 hours. Paragraph 3. A group of about 10 African males who are taxi operators from Dekkerstop or Mabola held a meeting at or near the above mentioned street, and they were seated in a minibus taxi Toyota Quantum, while some were standing just outside the minibus taxi. Paragraph 4. It was at this moment where they were approached by a silver Renault Kaiga with registration number LX10 FXGP and stopped just behind their minibus taxi. A group of about 3 unknown African males alighted from the mentioned Renault Kaiga, armed with firearms, and they started shooting at the groups of taxi operators. Paragraph 5. During the shooting, some taxi operators, about 5 of them, managed to escape with injuries, and without any injuries, 2 were wounded, while 3 sustained fatal injuries. The deceased are Mr. Bonginkosi Cedric Radebe, 43 years of age, Xolani Johannes Zwane, 39 years of age, and Mthandeni Jiros Khumalo, also 39 years of age. At this stage, I wish not to disclose the names of the surviving victims. Deceased Bonginkosi Cedric Radebe had his firearm during the attack. However, it was not found at the scene. Paragraph 6. I was then assigned to this case. I started investigations along with the assistance of local detectives and local subs VISPOL members. It emerged that near Divet Street there is a shop that has CCTV cameras. Video footage was obtained from the owner of the shop and the silver Renault Kaiga with registration LX10 FXGP appeared, and the suspect or accused person before court also appeared on the video footage. They are also linked by surviving eyewitnesses. The information was followed up during the trace of the silver Renault Kaiga throughout the cameras in town. On the N2 freeway, it was picked up that the silver Renault Kaiga was with a white VW Polo registration number LC40ZB GP, following each other on a high speed, driving out of Pieterdief town towards Ermelos using via Amsterdam. The mentioned vehicles were followed each other. The mentioned vehicles followed each other at all material times after the silver Kaiga drove off from the crime scene. Therefore, it is reasonably believed that they were driving together. A lookout and trace of the mentioned cars commenced. Police members followed the direction of the cars. As a result, the VW Polo registration LC40ZB GP was spotted by members of Highway Patrol unit on the N17 towards Onye Wabaton. The car was stopped by the members and the 3 occupants of the car. A lawful search was conducted by the members, and 4 unlicensed firearms were recovered with ammunition, including the one of the deceased, Mr. Bonginkosi Cedric Radebe. Furthermore, the accused persons also appeared on the video footage obtained from the crime scene. Trace of the silver Renault Kaiga continued, and it was found burnt into ashes at Onye Oshuk, and nobody was found in it. It is reasonably believed that the other suspect ran away or is still at large. I wish to bring it to the attention of the Honorable Court that I'm opposing bail for the accused persons before court due to the following reasons. Firstly, the matter falls under the Schedule 6. Under Schedule 6, it is a premeditated murder case as it forms part of taxi violence and was committed by a group. It is a fact that the accused persons are not from Piet Retief or Mkhondo area. They are from Gauteng, Johannesburg. It was planned for them to come to Piet Retief, and investigations reveals that they arrived at Piet Retief a day before the incident. Secondly, if the accused persons are released on bail, the lives of the witnesses will be in danger. I wish to bring it to the attention of the Honorable Court that one of the eyewitnesses in this matter, by the name of Thabo Goodman Sogo, has already lost his life in a mysterious way, which is still under investigation at Dekkerstop Police Station. Another eyewitness, which I wish not to disclose his name, has reported that he has been receiving calls from private numbers with threats. An inquiry has been lodged in that regard. Furthermore, the accused persons are likely to evade trial if they are released on bail because their addresses that they provided were physically verified by myself, and in all of them, I was not convinced that they are staying at those addresses due to the fact that none of their belongings, such as toiletries, clothing, blankets, beds, were found in the alleged places of residence and no alternative addresses provided. On the 14th of January 2025, I started at stand number 11008 Boja Street, Kwatema in Springs. The address was provided by accused 3, Mr. Sandiso Ndlela. On arrival at the mentioned address, I observed that in the backyard there is an RDP house and back rooms. I then found an African female adult who introduced herself as Miss Virginia Pedro Kuna, a Mozambican national with cell phone number, request not to read same into record. I showed her the photo of accused number 3 because I could not book him out for safety reasons. The lady Virginia Kuna confirmed that she knows Mr. Sandiso Ndlela. He is her boyfriend. She led me into the room in which it is alleged that they are staying together. However, she is the one paying rent for the said room. I further requested her to show me Mr. Sandiso's belongings in order to assure me that indeed he is residing in the said room. The lady, Ms. Kuna, failed to produce any of his belongings, even toiletries. I obtained said statement from her. I then proceeded to number 64 Cole Street, Terfontaine in Soweto, to verify the address provided by accused number 1, Mr. Sfiso Dladla. On arrival, I observed that there were rooms in the yard which I believed to be rented rooms. However, I did not find anyone in the yard. Even when I audibly asked for someone to open for me, all the rooms were locked. I then proceeded to Nansfield Hostel in Soweto at room K16 to confirm the address provided by accused number 2, Mr. Snenhlanhla Mawilis Mdlodlo. At the address, I found Mr. Spongseni Tusi with cell phone number, a request not to read same into record. I also showed him the picture of accused 1 and 2, and he confirmed that he knows both of the accused person. Accused 1 is his cousin, Mr. Sfiso Dladla, and they are staying together in the room. He then led me into the room and I requested to see belongings of Mr. Dladla, and he failed to produce any. He further indicated that Mr. Accused one, Mr. Dladla, usually disappears for days and sometimes weeks without letting him know regarding his whereabouts. I then asked Mr. Spongseni about the address of 64 Cole Street, Terfontaine. He indicated that he does not know the address. In regards to accused number 2, Mr. Mawilis, Mr. Spongseni informed me that they are not staying together, but he is actually staying in room I-16 in the same hostel. But the room was locked, and Mr. Tusi alleged that the guy who stays with the accused is working as a taxi driver known to him. The request not to mention the name of the said taxi driver and the cell phone numbers. However, he was nowhere to be found. I called the number provided, and the said gentleman told me that he was busy at the taxi rank and cannot come to the hostel. I requested to come to him and meet with him at the taxi rank. He did not answer to that, and he hung up on me and never answered his phone. I tried to call him again several times after. Therefore, it will be difficult to trace them if they are released on bail and motivated to evade trial. It will be more even difficult to trace accused number 2, Mawilis Mkhondo, because he has not even provided any identity document. The public peace will be compromised if the accused persons are released on bail. It is a common fact that fellow South Africans in the taxi industry, they have a tendency of retaliating when they believe that the law is somehow failing them. That could then put lives of innocent people such as commuters in danger. Accused persons are also charged with possession of unlicensed firearms and ammunition as per Petrative Case 65 of 1/2025. In conclusion, I wish the Honourable Court to consider the possible factors and not to grant bail to the accused person. I reasonably believe that not granting them bail will be in the interest of justice. Families of the deceased have lost loved ones who were breadwinners. Their only hope is for justice to be served for their loved ones. I know and understand the content of this statement. I have no objection taking a prescribed oath. I consider the prescribed oath to be binding on my conscience.